Hi guys, this is Emnel, and we are back playing Hearts of Iron 4 as Soviet Union. Now, before we continue, I think we need to spend some of our army experience, because I will surely forget about it and lose some. And that's probably a good time to get our mountain troops in order. Let's see, we will want to leave both engineers and support artillery there. We'll want to add recon companies, a logistics company, and a thing about field hospitals. Now, you know what, let's start actually by duplicating rather than making a new. We are pretty low on some stuff, so I don't want to upgrade them just yet. The reason I'm not really keen on adding field hospitals is that they're very expensive, both in motorized and support equipment. Well, not very, but they are expensive, and we have a serious shortage of both. Now, our infantry divisions are, basic infantry divisions are 22.2 combat with 3 pieces of artillery and 2 pieces of anti-tank. So we basically have less actual infantry. But here we will have just 1 unit of anti-tank. I think we will stick with actually stick with 3 artillery, but we will go for combat width of 40. First of all, we won't be using them with Field Marshal, so there won't be a lower combat width, and I actually want them to be able to perform fairly independent operations rather than to be in a generating front line, so we'll make them a bit bigger. And additional bonus to it is the fact that having more actual mountain troops will make sure that the bonuses aren't watered down by all the support equipment and all the artillery they have. And with we are still sitting at nice 48 piercing here. If we were now to add the field hospitals, that would actually not affect our mountain and hill bonuses. Okay, as I said, we want to go for 40, and I think we'll just okay, first of all, let's make it nice and tidy, shall we? Like this, and now 3 battalions of artillery. Oh, actually, yeah, and 1 anti-tank. Here we go. I think we'll just stick with something like this. So, plus 27 attack into the mountains. Defense is good already because, well, we are in the mountains, and nice movement bonus. We will switch to this as a this is, you know, heavy mountain division, so to speak. Was the standard version Gornostrelkowa Dywizja, and just Gornostrelki. Let's make them elite. They want field hospitals. Thing is that once we upgrade, we will, since we made them much bigger, we will lose some of the training. That being said, I think it's worth it. Definitely want a logistics company, because, well, such big division will have some serious supply needs, as you can see here. As you can see, our soft attack increased by a lot. Our defense and breakthrough are actually decent. What I could even consider is to actually add a single medium tank here. That would increase our breakthrough by a lot. and well, give us some armor. But that would be only effective against very poorly equipped enemy units. Let's see what... and that would hit us actually pretty badly when it comes to attacking the mountain. So let's not get crazy. That cost us 55. Alright, no field hospitals then. Leave it as it is. Now, do we want to outright upgrade some of our units? Honestly, I will want to push them to send all of those to Iran outright, or at least some of them. Let's take a handful. Because we don't really need to do a proper offensive here, do we? Maybe let's leave a few. How much? We have 6. Well, that should be enough to at least cover this front line. Well, not quite, but it's a start. Let's send them, and let's actually upgrade them. We do not have either support equipment or motorized, but we'll be alright. And we kinda need, you know, mountain troops there anyway. Another thing, okay, we are at 400, so we'll wait next. I don't want to create a medium tank division just yet, because I want actual mechanized infantry for it. Another thing we can do is get some paratrooper divisions, but let's keep our army experience, since we will be finishing our tanks shortly-ish, and we do need to upgrade them properly. On the other hand, we do have a lot of air experience, so since we are here, let's take a look at our fighters. We barely touched them, and I believe we won't be really upgrading them anytime soon, will we? No, not really. We don't have any research bonuses left, so that would be very, very time consuming. Thus, let's actually upgrade those. Upgrading closer support, not so useful, I think. So a little bit of range, and well, actually that got very expensive very quick. So let's. Do we actually want range then? Because upgrade the engine actually doesn't hit our reliability the way the range does. How much range would we get? 100. I think we are actually fighting through the most range-intensive areas in the game right now, so that wouldn't make much of a difference. 3 points to... or we could wait and outbuff it by 5 already. I think we will. We'll wait till 150, so we won't cut our production efficiency twice. Okay. Oh, and we have a problem here. Our bigger problem in the grand scheme of things is the fact that we are actually pretty deep in red when it comes to light tanks and motorized. And we'll basically run out of tanks by the time we conquer China, for the most part. So we'll need to wait for our medium tanks, I guess, to come online before we can actually continue with serious offensives. We pulled back those tanks at least, and they will be chilling on Lithuanian border for the time being. as a reserve, really. Perhaps we'll need to throw them somewhere to you know, once more into a bridge, something like that, to win something. But for now, I think we will. I need to, as you can see here, those orange lines aren't as high as we could have hoped, and we are definitely wasting some of our potential here. So let's stop attacking through the river like morons. That's better. Let's try to finish them off with those two. This attack is going poorly-ish. Actually, you're probably better off here. Helping this attack. Something that... Actually, something like that will be able to wipe them out. They seem actually fairly weak. 4 divisions is 4 divisions. Here, though, this is a problem. They are, I believe, yes, they are completely out of supply. So you basically need to keep them there for a while, and then we will just wipe them without any losses. And attacking with tanks into mountains isn't the way to go about it. Problem is that, if I remember correctly, they have been moving from here, so as you can see, there they are. They're moving here, attacking. We need to keep them contained, so those few divisions will need to send there. As for you, you know what? Those two will also send into Iran. I think we are kind of doing well in China. As soon as we finish with this nonsense, we should be very good. Speaking of this nonsense, let's keep assigning those troops we are not using here, there, and well, I guess let those troops that we have here slowly but surely grind them down, because they are down to maybe 5. Let's see, this is 1, 4, 5, okay, 8 victory points here, so they have barely any supply. We should be able to just crush them with minimal losses, and losses have been actually pretty significant here. Almost in par, which is a stark difference between us and Germany, which, I mean, their attacks here become comical, really. Alright, so we on pause. Another thing. Let's take a look at our production of motorized, because I'm... wait, what? Are we... Okay, am I looking at it wrong? Are we really producing only motorized with 5? Am I mental? Can't be right. Okay, we are producing 15 per day. That's... wow, okay. Wow. I mean, that made sense like 4 in-game years ago, but wow. All that infantry that we have, and... jeez. Okay, I think we need to actually cancel some of those. Even... yeah, let's cancel some, because that ain't gonna work. We need some of those motorized, some of those trucks in our frontline, especially since we are actually using our tanks pretty extensively. Here we go then. Like this rush here. So the Paradox have announced new expansions, sort of. They haven't given it a name yet, but said there will be an expansion, and that it will be... they announced 2 features. One of them is a blitz command, so-called, that will allow you to lock the width of a frontline. So, for example, if we were to have... let's show it... Yeah. If we have those panzers, for example, here, 4... how is it? 4 provinces wide, or 3 provinces wide, and will actually execute this plan, they would continue along the designed path, and the front line will would stay 3 provinces wide. So basically, what I would love to have from the get-go, which is a good thing. Bad thing about it is that they this is actually going to be a paid fucking feature, and people are mental about it, understandably. Because, well, that's kinda how those bloody frontlines should work, instead of overlapping, expanding, and all sorts of nonsense we have to deal with on a daily basis. So that's an issue. On the other hand, the a free feature they announced is much improved garrison feature, which will basically fix the problem of having to assign manually all the manually assigning all of the garrison units, unless you want to use twice the amount you actually need. So that's nice. Back to the game, though. We need some rubbish, don't we? I'd love to buy some from Netherlands. From Brazil, I mean. How much influence do we have? What does it say? It is, well, we don't. So we could get 4. I guess let's stick with the Brits then. This is going very well. Let's continue until we get stopped. Which way are we going? This way. Something like that. You're going this way, so that means this is smart though, so let's kinda need to take it though. Alright. Hopefully there won't be much there, but that should be a nice breakthrough. Perhaps we will even reach the sea here, if that goes well. How is the air? So they haven't assigned much air here. We barely have coverage, but we do. Well, when we fly. No, there is not an active mission. Perhaps we'll catch an airfield or 2 somewhere around here as well. We actually do have one here. I believe we aren't a state owner, hence we can't really use it yet. I think that's actually how it works. Finally, figured this bloody thing out. This, however, I don't think we'll be able to actually break through there. And you guys should actually come here. Yeah, I mean, we will be able to defeat those, alright, but I don't think we'll be able to overrun them. This whole thing, I'd love to have a... well, let's upgrade those two as well. It'll be fairly difficult. Will take a while. Get I probably shouldn't have done that right now, but it's not like they were able to advance anyway. They really have a lot of units here, and that combined with difficulty of the terrain, that may be very problematic actually. Here on the other hand, okay, you know, let's actually try to break through this way. Let's support this one and to clean this, and you guys continue this way. Yep. Just try to make this this whole corridor fairly nice. Here I don't care. Do what you will. It seems like we are holding this. More units arriving here. I would kind of prefer them around here, honestly. Let's unassign them for the time being. This thing, so because we pulled so many units from there, from here, we won't be able to push here this way just yet, but we just need to wait a little bit, and as I mentioned, we should be able to easily push through it. Oh, those arrows, though. I don't think that's even necessary. Let's remove it. Yeah, let's just leave it as it is for the time being. Okay, so we managed to clean this one up. Let's unassign you once again, and actually deploy all those. Same goes for you, and send you here. Continue. We'll go this way, so this is sure thing. So I guess this is a better way to go about it. So how are you going? This way? Oh, okay, kind of a mess, isn't it? Yeah, that kind of works. You try to make it wider. There will be some counter attacks here, but if we do it so wide, we should be okay-ish. About this whole thing. Okay, here. We actually need to collect here. Here. Prime entertainment, isn't it? Something like that. I will plug the gaps later. It doesn't really matter for now. This whole thing definitely could clean them up. You guys are simply moving here, suffering attrition due to hot weather. How about you go stroll down the coast? I know it's kind of pointless, but yeah. I don't want to break the lines here. here and to Nanjing. Nanjing, I believe. The G is kinda semi-silent, if I recall correctly. Now, this whole mess, so we seem to be breaking through its support. They are, however, sending more. Okay, let's keep wasting our tanks and do a spoiling attack for here for this. I'm not sure if we will actually really need that, because we need to break through here anyway if we want to actually connect those, because frankly this is the only place we can actually connect it. Those mountains here, those hills here, because the rest of it are mountains. This is actually very, very promising, oddly enough. It'd be really nice to actually break through to the mountains, that would to the sea. That would basically spell the end of them. Sure, they are actually counter-attacking around here. Are we moving around? So you are actually the part of that whole nonsense. Let's take you through here. Something like that. Oh, is that? Oh, Iraq and Turkey. Maybe you guys arrived here. Half of you should probably go here. And 3 of you, how far are you from finishing your trip? Just continue. Okay, that we'll use you later. This whole thing is going very well. Go like this. Yeah, perfect. This not so much, but at least we are holding them here. Frankly, I probably need to unassign some of those troops, or at least make another front line. Yeah. Look how stupid it seems. Assign most of those troops that we have here there, just to hold the line. They should be far enough to actually redeploy, shouldn't they? Yes, they are. Perfect. Since, well, there are not too many troops left in Nanjing area. Doesn't seem like it. And yeah, this whole thing always proves most problematic in China. All those mountains, and there are forts there, I believe, as well. There's some, not a lot, but some forts nonetheless. Okay, so we managed to take this. We failed to actually close this, but that's probably for the best. I will leave this attack going, because at least we are keeping them busy. It would be actually nice to break through here, but through the major, I believe, river, is it? Into hills. Let's see it. Let's actually try though. How about you just move? We'll try to true prompt attack on this province, and then we should be alright. Seems like we are finally getting our well, most of our equipment here. The point that they actually decided it's a good idea to attack, is it? It actually is. Okay, maybe that's not the best one. Okay, you guys regain your stuff, but I don't think you have any firepower to begin with, but this is actually oddly promising. Okay, how far are we to... Yeah, oh, actually, in a day, so we'll need to go to war within, what is it, within 2 months. Same goes for Turkey. That's a bit more problematic. I actually checked and they didn't have a lot. Really? So they have at least 1 division, do they? That's some good espionage war. That is. Yeah, make sure that this thing isn't dead. It isn't. Let's actually try attacking here. Let's see how that goes. Wow, look at it. Wow. The numbers. Really liking those that's the infantry division design. Like, it's working very well, isn't it? There's 3 of those, 2 of those, less infantry, full set of supports. Alright, we do have justification there. How is this mop-up going? Okay, so I think next set we can send yeah, and actually half of them, yeah. 19 here, what is it, 8 here, and 18 there. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, we have 2 months. Alright, I think that's enough for today. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.